Okay, so welcome to Streaming 101. My name is Samuel Judd and I'll be your presenter today. You probably know who I am. I'm the Reference and Information Services Librarian at the library. So what is streaming? Streaming allows you to watch video or listen to music over the internet. This can be done with a smartphone, on a computer or a tablet, or on your TV. You can also use, if you have smart speakers like a Google speaker or an Alexa, you could use that for streaming music if you would like. Or if you've got a smart display, again, like a Google Home or a Facebook video, for example, you could use that for video and music as well. I'm not actually going to be talking about music in today's presentation, because I think it's fairly easy to, their music streaming services are all basically the same. There's not a lot of difference between them. So it's really your choice. Okay. So streaming, what is a streaming player? Streaming players allow you to watch videos over the internet on your TV. Common players include Roku, Fire TV, Chromecast, and Apple TV. You may already have streaming capabilities if you have a smart TV, Blu-ray player, or video game system. So this is more for if you want to watch on your TV. There are other ways to stream video online. You can do it with a smartphone, obviously, a tablet, a laptop, whatever you have. You just need to be able to get on the internet. So here's some streaming devices. So that's a Roku. We circulate those at the library. We have movies loaded onto them that you can stream if you want to do that. Roku has been hit or miss in the last year. They had trouble getting, they didn't have HBO Max when it launched. They didn't have NBC Peacock when it launched. So I'm not sure, if you don't already have a Roku, I'm not sure I would recommend getting one at this point. They're currently fighting with Google over YouTube TV as well. I think Roku is just starting to try to throw its weight around, and I don't think that's really helpful to consumers. That's a Fire TV from Amazon. They've been good. I think the only service you can't get on there right now is NBC Peacock, but otherwise Amazon's been pretty good for availability for streaming services. Those are great if you're already in the Amazon ecosystem. That's the new Google Chromecast. It might be a little hard to see white on white on there. It now comes with a remote, which is really nice. I'm currently using the Chromecast at home, so I'm really happy with it. I believe everything that's come out is on there now, including Apple TV Plus. So I would personally recommend the Chromecast, but again, it's up to you. And then the Apple TV, it's expensive. It's through Apple. I think if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's a good choice. I don't really see it as a good general consumer product. So what can you stream? You can stream on demand from a large variety of services. These include things like Netflix, YouTube, Vudu, Hulu, and Prime Video. Some services have free content. Others will require you to pay a subscription or rent to rent or purchase content. Most of these, like Vudu is half and half. you have free content in some stuff you rent or purchase. PBS does have a subscription to back catalog stuff. Yeah, you'll see that if you try them out. So free services, you have things like Pluto TV, which gives you a more linear, there are on-demand movies, but you have a more linear layout as well. So it's like watching normal cable television. The content they show is more like they'll have classic cartoons, they'll have comedy. They just pick stuff to have. They have like a 007 channel and things like that. Paramount actually bought them, so they've got a lot of Paramount content on there now too. Crackle is an on-demand ad-supported video service. They used to be owned by Sony. They're not anymore. But you can watch movies and TV on there. They have some original content as well. IMBD-TV is an Amazon product. So you might be familiar with IMDb. They're a website that you can look up information on movies and television shows. So they've got a lot of on-demand movies and TV as well. It's actually a really good service. It's also, all of these are going to be ad supported. Vudu, like I said before, is more of a half and half. So you get on-demand movies and TV for free with ads, but you can also purchase and rent stuff as well. PBS, you are probably familiar with, has a lot of great educational content. Their new shows, I think, tend to be on there for 3 weeks for free, no ads. After that, it goes behind a paywall. So you have to pay for PBS Passport. And then YouTube has a ton of free user-generated content. So if you would want to look up information and see a video on it, YouTube's a good place to go for that. You can find a lot of streaming and cord cutting stuff on there. So subscription streaming services. Netflix, everyone's familiar with. You can get it $9, $14, or $18. I think most people tend to be at the $14 level. That gives you HD video and 2 streams at a time. The $9 is only SD video. 18 is for if you have a 4K television, you don't really need to do that. They do not have any ad tier on their service. Hulu, probably everyone's familiar with, is $6 with ads or $12 per month without ads. They also have a lot of movies and TV. Hulu is where you could stream the Best Picture winner from Sunday, Nomadland, which is nice. Prime Video is $19 a month, including Prime. There is a standalone subscription, but they don't really want you to do that. I think the Prime benefits are worth the $19 if you're ordering a lot of stuff online, and then you get Prime Video with it. There is no ads here for that either. So these 3, everyone probably is familiar with. Paramount Plus used to be known as CBS All Access. They recently rebranded, so they added a lot of stuff from the Paramount catalog. That's priced at $6 with ads or $10 without. HBO Max, you probably are familiar with HBO. They recently came out with this HBO Max. It's got a lot more content on it. It costs the same as HBO for some reason that I still don't understand. And There's no ad tier for that either. Disney Plus, you've probably heard of. That has a lot of Disney content on it, obviously, as well as like Star Wars and Marvel and National Geographic. They're priced at, they just went up. They're at $8 a month now. I think as they add more content, it's going to go up further and further. They don't have an ad tier right now. Apple TV Plus is $5 a month. There's not a lot of content on Apple right now. I think because Apple's problem is they don't have any back catalog stuff. So where Disney, you have a huge back catalog. Apple TV, they have to be doing original content. So I think as time goes on, Apple TV will get better and better. But right now it's not really worth it. Discovery Plus is made by the Discovery Network. So if you like watching shows in the Discovery Network, that's things like the Discovery Channel, TLC, history, things like that. I think it's not a bad service to try out. I don't personally watch Discovery, but I know a lot of people enjoy their content. That's $5 a month with ads or $7 without. Peacock is NBC's streaming service. So that's NBC Universal. So they've got a lot of Universal Pictures stuff as well as NBC content. That has a very interesting free tier where about 75% of their content you can watch free with ads. I think a lot of the streaming services will start looking at that and trying that out. So possibly in the next year or two, you'll start seeing that, which would be great. Their $5 tier is still with ads, but gives you all of their content. And then $10 per month will take away the ads. So I think Peacock is probably a good model for the future. And hopefully we'll see more of the streaming services try that out. So if you're looking for live TV, so say if you want to cut the cord, for example, there are many different services that will let you do that. Those include Sling TV, Hulu with Live TV, YouTube TV, Fubo TV, Philo, and AT&T TV. So the things you really want to look for in live TV services are their cost and their the channels that they provide, and probably their DVR as well. So different services give you different channels. They do keep going up in price. It's getting harder and harder to really justify cutting the cord at this point, unfortunately. So you'd really have to look at each one and see which one matches you the best. There's no guarantee you're going to get everything that you're looking for, unfortunately. So what should you look at in a streaming service? The price, obviously. You want to make sure you can afford to subscribe to a streaming service. How many streams you can watch at the same time. So if you are sharing your login with somebody else in your household, for example, you might want to make sure you can watch 2 things at the same time. If you're doing a live service, you want to check out their DVR, see what options you have. Does it come with ads? Are ads even a big deal to you? Maybe you're fine with the ads. I know some people are and some people aren't. The content it has is also extremely important. You're not going to want to pay for something that you aren't interested in watching, obviously. Definitely look and see if they have a free trial. If it's got a free trial, you can try it out, see if you like it, watch that hot show that you've been hearing about, and then cancel, things like that. And make sure that the device you are streaming with is compatible with the service. You obviously don't want to pay for something and just not be able to watch it. So in order to stream, you need to be looking at your internet. Every device you use on the internet, every time it hits the internet, it uses some bandwidth. Your internet speed, which is measured in Mbps, determines how much bandwidth you have per second. So basically, the more devices you're using at the same time, the more bogged down your internet gets, the slower it gets. So if you're just browsing the internet, doing email, checking Facebook or Twitter, you don't really need a lot. But you'll see if you're streaming music, you also apparently don't need a lot. But you start getting into the video, especially the high definition, it starts to add up. So if you and someone else are watching video at the same time, each one of you needs this 5 to 8. The Zoom call we're on right now is apparently 6 Mbps. So if you're having trouble with this, you might have trouble streaming video as well. You can test your home's internet speed online. The website I recommend is this speedtest.net. So if you go here, it'll just test your download speed and your upload speed. The speed you really want to look at is your download speed. That's how fast your internet will take things into your home. And don't forget the library. We provide access to several different streaming services. These include Acorn TV, which you may have heard of. That's British TV and films. IndieFlix, which gives you some independent movies. Stingray Quello gives you concert films and music documentaries. So Maryland has shown, when Maryland shows music documentaries, that's usually because they're covered by Stingray Quello. And then we have the great courses. You can only do that on a computer, and that gives you educational video lectures. You've probably heard of the great courses. These are all accessible on our website. You do need a Narragansett library card. So if you're getting a card if you have a card from somebody else, it's not going to work with Stingray Quello or with any of these. Okay. So that's it for the presentation. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask or raise your hand. And if I can find the meeting, the participants, I'll see. There we go. Yeah, so somebody's got a hand raised.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So, my question is, are there other libraries that also have streaming devices besides Narragansett?
Oh, streaming devices to check out?
Yes. You said you have, like, Narragansett Library has the, 4. And I'm wondering, are you familiar?
Or do you mean the streaming services?
Yes. Do you know if any other libraries have that?
I know Peacedale has Hoopla. If you've got a Peacedale card. North Kingstown has Hoopla. You'd really have to check with each library. I know a lot of the libraries.
So I could check with my local library and just ask what streaming services they offer?
Right, yeah, they should be on their website, or you could
Oh.
always call them and they can tell you. They should be able to tell you that.
So if I look on the website, how would it be noted?
That's up to the library. I don't know how the libraries are
Oh,
doing.
okay, thank you.
It's really library by library.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Okay, does anyone else have any questions? Okay. Oh, yep.
This is all new to me, this whole streaming thing. So I'm just wondering, I mean, I use probably what many people have used, the one of the local companies, and I just buy my internet and buy, pay monthly for phone services and all of that in one package.
Yes.
If somebody were to break it up the way you're suggesting, like how much money do you think people can save by doing that, roughly? And
I think it depends on how much you're paying, obviously. You'd really have to look at it because if you break it up, if you cancel your TV plan, for example, your internet plan does go up. When you have it bundled together, they're billing you at a discounted rate, I believe. But especially if you don't need live TV, if you're just doing the on-demand services, that comes in way cheaper. And you can always like rotate your services out. So say 1 month you're paying for Netflix and the next month you pay for Hulu. So you could theoretically do 1 or 2 services a month and only be paying like $20 or $30 for your video, maybe.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Any other questions?
It's got to be a way of doing it.
I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know how this works, so that's fine.
Oh, all right. Sam,
Yes.
what was, Donna?
How do you get a DVR?
How do you get a DVR you said some of these things I would need a DVR.
No, so if you're subscribing to like YouTube TV or Hulu Live, they come with DVR features. So you'd get the DVR through them. It's a cloud DVR.
Oh, it's a cloud DVR.
Right, yeah, yeah. So you're still streaming it.
Oh,
yeah.
So then
Physical DVR.
that means I can use it when I want to. Yeah, I can see it when I want to see it. Is
Right,
that
yes.
correct?
Yeah, you can you could record it and then just find it in your library and watch it.
All right, so it's a cloud DVR.
Yes.
All right.
Also, would you get into the library's Acorn?
And how would I get into the library's Acorn?
I can show you. Hang on. So if you're on our website, under online services, you see this. Do you see my screen where?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I see.
Okay. You see this Acorn TV link here?
No. Oh, yes, I see it. Yes.
Okay, you see it. Yep, right there under online services. Sorry.
Oh, all right. So that's got the Quello and all the rest of that
Yep.
on there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So to tell you the truth, Sam, I didn't even know that I already had a streaming because I do have Roku.
Yes.
By the way, my name on this thing is spelled incorrectly, but
On the
it's
participant
K Shank.
list? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know who you are, yes.
That went into my computer wrong, and I don't know how to get that out of there. But anyway,
Okay.
so I talked to you at the library about Roku, but I did not realize that was streaming.
Oh, yes.
I had no idea what I'm talking about. So, well, I still don't know what I'm talking about, but we do have the Roku and we do have the Netflix.
Okay.
But I think it's good that you told us the different levels, because we have the $9 and it's the $9 a month. This seems pretty good for us right now.
Right. Yeah.
But
And if you're happy with how that looks and you're happy,
Yeah.
if you're happy with that, then $9 is fine.
But sometimes on the Acorn, it doesn't seem like we get everything that Acorn on our Roku. It doesn't
On
seem
your
like
Roku.
do we pay for Acorn, Donna? I think it's free, but
I don't know how Acorn works. If they have a free level, I honestly, I don't use Acorn. I'm not sure if it's got free content on there. It might.
Oh, well, Sam, you're
you
missing
could
out
try-
on Acorn.
Yeah, you could try checking
tell
it out and see if that gives you more content.
But the other thing was when we bought a new TV, and the people told us when we bought the TV that we would get Acorn right on it.
Okay.
But Acorn was not on it. So we plugged our Roku in, which we had already had before we bought the new TV,
Right.
and it did work.
Yes. Yeah. That's generally, if you can't get it on a smart TV, you should be able to get it on a streaming player.
Yeah. But anyway, well, that's good. You've given me a lot of information. This IMDb TV, I've never heard of, but it sounds like that would be a good thing for me to look into.
Yeah, do look into that.
Yeah.
I mean, any of the free services, I'd say try them out. Because like I said, it doesn't cost you anything to try it out.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll mute myself. Let's hear from Wendy.
Yeah, if Wendy has any questions.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. This was wonderful, Sam. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
I'm just new to trying to figure this all out myself too.
Mhm.
My one question is you were talking about the different options within some of the services.
Oh, the
and
different levels. Yep.
yeah, how does that work? Do you open up their app or whatever, and then you get choices?
Yeah,
Is
they
that
give
how
you
it
the
works?
they give you the choice. They say like, which level do you want to sign up at?
Okay.
Yeah, they give you the choice.
And then in terms of other options, like whether or not, like you said, what to consider, like the price, what if you have the option of streaming more than one device at the same time, all that information would be in there when I go to sign up for
It should
something?
either be there when you're signing up, or it should be on their website.
Okay. All right, great.
Yes.
Thanks. I think everything else was very clear. It's a lot of information to digest. I've got 3 pages of notes.
It is a lot of information. Absolutely.
But I really appreciate all your help. And I love the information about the library card. I did not know that we could stream things right through the library. That's really
Yes.
interesting. I will
Yes.
definitely take advantage of that. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so is that, or you've got something else?
No, it's
Yes.
Kay again.
Yep.
When Wendy just said that, how do you do it through the library? Do you have to come in and get something?
No, like I said, if you go to our website, and then under online services, this Acorn.
Oh, I can do it right from here.
Yeah, you can do it from home. Yeah, you don't, as long you've got a Narragansett card. Yeah.
Yeah, see, because the last time, oh, that's right. I came into the library to get the Roku stick that time.
Yes, yeah, you need to go into the library to get the stick, correct.
Yeah, but I already have the Roku stick now, my
Right.
own.
Right. Yeah, so our
But do I have,
Rokus have movies. When we buy movies, they come with digital codes.
oh,
We
so
look,
I would have to use your Roku stick in order to stream it on mine.
if in order to stream the movies that we have on that stick, yes. If you want
Oh, all right.
to do Acorn TV, you can do that on your stick.
On my Roku,
Mm-hmm.
just using my card.
Yes. Yep.
I can do it all from home. I don't have to come in.
Correct. Yeah, and there's instructions
Oh, all right.
on the website.
All right. Thank you. That's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
You're always great, Sam. I think it's
Yeah.
just wonderful.
Glad I can help you.
We
guys
have the
out.
best library in the world. I'm telling you that right now.
Thank you.
I love it. Well, and this is all going to be, I can go in someplace and redo all this that you've told us. I can
Yes,
watch this again.
Yes, hopefully it'll get on YouTube. Correct.
Oh, all right. Because of course, Wendy took notes. Now I didn't.
And you didn't.
But
Yes.
I can watch it again.
It should be online. Yep.
That's all right, Kay.
All
You
right.
can always give me a call.
All right, Wendy. Thank you. All right. Thanks a lot, Sam.
You're welcome. Have a nice day, everybody.
Thank you. You too,
All right.
Sam. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, Wendy.
Bye, Kay.
Sure.